Generally, business owners are pretty focused on the day-to-day operations of their business, and so they should be, but it's also important to step back and review the financial results of that work as well. When you can do that as a business owner, you get a better understanding of the financial impact that those decisions have that you make day to day in the business. So when you're reviewing the performance of the business, you're looking for that correlation between the decisions that you make as a business owner and the financial results of those decisions. So it could be a decision to increase your marketing spend, and you'd be looking at how that translates into increased sales. Or it could be monitoring an improved profit margin after the decision to change from one supplier to another. Reviewing the performance at that higher level just gives you a bit of validation that the calls you're making are right, or that you may need to change something in your overall business strategy. Firstly, the business owners are the key stakeholders who would value this sort of high-level performance review. And depending on the business, they may want to involve their management group or even key employees if they deem that appropriate. Externally to the business, you may have banks or other lenders that also require regular reporting throughout the year just to see how the business is tracking. From the owner's perspective, themselves and their management group are the ones that are ultimately responsible for the performance of the business. So it's important for them to track that performance throughout the year so that they can make reactive or proactive decisions when required. Then from the bank's point of view, they may require half-yearly, quarterly or even monthly reporting just so that they can also track the health of the business and ensure that it has the ability to continue servicing its debts as required. Reviewing the business over the short term allows you to identify where improvements can be made so you can implement changes across the year as required. It could be as simple as reviewing monthly turnover and comparing that to prior corresponding periods and adjusting your sales strategy if that's required from there. Or it could be monitoring your debtors more regularly and adjusting your collections process if there's a trend of slow payments that you're seeing. Taking a longer term view of the business performance then highlights when the business may have underperformed or overperformed in particular years. If we take COVID as an example, we've seen a number of businesses that were growing quite strongly through 2018 and 2019 financial years, but have suffered a bit through 2020 and 2021 financial years, just due to those lockdowns and restrictions that were imposed. But now that we're seeing the easing of these restrictions, these businesses are starting to improve and grow once again. So it's important that we review them over a multi-year period so that we can highlight those outlier years and compare them to prior years where trading conditions were considered to be more normal. So some of the tools that are available to sort of track this performance throughout the year can stem from the management reports that you run from your online accounting software, if you've got that in place. Providers like Xero, QuickBooks, MyHub, they offer a suite of reports that you can generate sort of at any time throughout the year, so it really gives you a snapshot whenever you need it, provided you've got everything reconciled and up to date. And then beyond those basic management reports, cash flow budgets are a great tool for businesses because they provide a documented target on what you're hoping the business will achieve throughout the year. We may build out those cash flow budgets over several years or update them with actual to budget comparisons throughout the year just to get a current picture of where the business is at throughout the year and also where its cash position is sitting at. One way we prepare these cash flow budgets is via our online dashboard, where clients' online software feeds directly into the dashboard and into a three-way cash flow model. From there, you can generate actual to budget reports or key financial ratios in a pretty clear and graphical way. So it's a good way to just track your business again throughout the year at any point in time. So where we try to add value apart from just preparing these reports is actually interpreting them and reviewing them with our clients every year or quarter or however frequent it needs to be, just so that we can understand and they can understand the actual result of the decisions they make throughout the year in running their business. And if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call anytime. We'd be happy to help.